And we are live. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect the Craft. This is episode number 266, and we have the new Metroplex Wrestling Champion himself,
Hey,
returning guest,
yo.
the Shining Truth, Demo Diamond. What's going on, brother? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, wait, before we get into the interview, before
Yep.
I say what I said, who made your intro? Because it's like I don't think it was here last time.
No, it was not. It definitely
Okay.
wasn't. We still had the little generic edit that I did. No,
Oh
this is a
no, yeah.
whole new theme here. Thank you to Stefan Cricks, Jessica Havoc's brother. He does
Okay,
amazing music. He
okay,
does a lot of the music for Revolver and all that.
yeah.
And he offers great music, man. He does it also very quick. Like, this was a nice turnaround. So the official theme of Respect the Craft, all courtesy of him. So I was looking in the little box. I see you rocking
jamming,
out to it.
I was jamming.
But no, what's going on, man? Again, I'm glad to have you back. Oh, last time we spoke, it was on that journey. It was on that climb.
Yeah.
You were getting ready to try to get some gold, but now we are talking to the champ himself. As they say, the champ is here.
Yeah.
We got the new MPX champion. How's everything going, man? How are you feeling?
I mean, great. Like you said, last time we talked was on the Destiny tour.
Yep.
We're doing the whole Destiny podcast thing, and I won a Destiny, as well. So I beat Fuego and Mikey B. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But then I also walked into to the Purge, and won some MPX. The first MPX championship that I hold under my belt. You know what I'm saying? So no, it feels amazing. It feels great. It feels overjoyous. You know what I'm saying? We had a little bit rough start this past Saturday, but yeah.
It feels like even since the last episode, again, you might not be, unfortunately, the most liked around.
Yeah,
I feel like I still don't know why. Again, we've had nice conversations. It always smooth with us. I don't know what's going on here. It might also be, which before we get into the match, we get into all of that.
Yeah.
Can we talk this new partnership of yours? Because you have a little bit of a new, I don't know what to call it. Is it a partnership, a business relationship with one Jamie Euler, I believe is
Aller.
Again,
Yes,
my
sir.
sincerest apologies. Again, I don't want to ruin this relationship here with Mr. Aller.
Yeah.
So talk us through that. How did that start?
So,
And yeah,
me and Jamie have been talking for a while now, and he's become a mentor of mine. Before everything started with Tommy Becker, he became like a mentor of mine, and Jamie kind of talked me up and told me I could do a lot more than fight for the Addicts title. I could fight for the big championship, and I could go out there and do what everybody else does and get the big matches and the big names and all that extra stuff. So yeah, I started to work with Jamie, and Jamie started to believe in me and push me, and then that's when you see my game level up, and I was like, okay, but nobody knew. Nobody knew. We knew, but nobody else knew. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And then and then we got to the Purge, the whole Purge situation, with Tommy Becker, which respects out to Tommy Becker because he tried to beat me. He attempted, didn't work, but he attempted. And the relationship that I have with Jamie is a mentorship. His business is like outside of the business is all of it. Like, he's somebody I look up to.
Gotcha. And again, it's already proven dividends here, as like we said, you are the new MPX champion right there. And again, it's one of those where, like we said, that last time you were looking like you wanted to go possibly for that Addicts title, or again, just any piece of gold.
Yeah.
Now you are holding the main prize when it comes to MPX. So how does that feel again? Especially, like you said, this is your first time holding gold in MPX. So holding the championship as well. How does that feel for you?
So this is my third time holding the gold, but in terms of the main championship, this is my first time, and that moment felt special. I mean, with Jamie with the chair shot and everything, like, the moment felt right. The moment felt special to me. because I felt like we were at the end of the road with Tommy Becker, and everybody needs a fresh new face, we always need those. But like the moment was special. The after the moment was special. Even like kind of walking into this past show was special, because it was the first time I could officially just walk in a show and say I'm the man and I'm the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it it's another feeling when you actually have a company backing you and they're like, "Oh, well, we want you to be the face of the company." So yeah, it's a different feeling. It's a whole new ball game. I got to up my game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's like you said, it already started. It's what got you to, again, this matchup at the Purge. It got you to winning that match
Yeah,
at the Purge, but now it's a whole nother level to
yeah.
maintain that status, to maintain being a champion here. And it's not an easy start.
Oh,
As we waste no
mm,
time going into what happens this Saturday, because you'll be defending that newly won MPX title here at the Devil's Due against none other than Wesley Crane, which you've made no secret about it. This is a match
yeah,
that you've wanted for a long time here.
yeah,
I
yeah,
believe
yeah.
we spoke about it the last time you were on the podcast, and
Actually,
we
yeah,
talked
we did.
about matches you would want. That was one of the names you mentioned here.
Yeah.
So talk us through that first. Just again, this being your first challenger, but then truly what it means to face Wesley Crane here on Saturday.
Okay. So, with all due respect, love Wesley, great guy. You know what I mean? And you know, like I said on this past Saturday night, I'm willing to fight anybody who wants to throw hands with the shining truth. So this match, means a lot, for all the right reasons. Um, Wesley was a part of a group called Excessive Violence. He is still a part of the group. I don't know how they operate, but uh, which is a team of like Dmitry Alexandrov, Sky Delacrimosa, the late great Jason Silver, and himself Wesley. Um, and I beat every member of Excessive Violence except Wesley, and I couldn't face Silver, so at that time. But you know, this means a lot to me because Wesley was one of the guys when I first got to MPX. I was like, oh well, I want to see you in the ring one day. Like me and you got to do this, blah blah blah. And we've talked about it. We've talked about it. We've talked about it. We've talked about it. And now it's finally happened. Um, and when you get those moments where you where you talk about something with somebody, it's just like seeing a vision come through. You know what I mean? But again, with all due respect, I'm not losing my championship on the first title defense. That's just not gonna happen. And I respect Wesley. He's a hell of an athlete. If you ever see him work, Wesley is amazing. But there's a reason that I'm number one and he's not.
There you go. But again, that is, I feel like, any company wants to throw again challenges like that. The biggest
Yeah.
challenges for their champions to prove again why they are the face of the company.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
again, a challenge like this, like you said, this is a match you have wanted. It's one of those. It sharpens your tools here. It's one of those where we get to see. Like you said, I know you don't want to say you're losing that title anytime soon. This is to prove again why you are holding that championship, why you are the shining truth, and
Yeah.
why this mentorship relationship here with Jamie Aller is again it's working here.
Yeah, I mean, look, Jamie wasn't too happy that I decided to run my mouth on the mic. Hey, look, it is what it is, right? We got here, we lined up a challenger, but like me and Jamie said, Jamie turned to me after I decided to run my mouth, and we seen the message from um, Wesley himself. He told me, he was like, "Well, the next thing, so this is what you wanted. So now we got to do is put the work in. So now we're about to put the work in, and I'm about to put the work on Wesley. You know what I mean? So
Got you. There you go. There you go. But before we continue here, want to give shout outs. We got Normal Guy in the chat. We got Abraham Khan. What's going on? What's going on?
thank
Thank
you,
you
brother.
guys for tuning in. Um, but no, again, that is one thing when it comes to. But again, the tough challenges don't stop as you have a busy
Yeah.
weekend. Not only
Hmm.
are you defending that championship Saturday, your first tower defense there, but then the next night you are going right here to face. I hope I'm saying it right. It's Matty I,
Yes,
correct?
it is Matty
Okay.
I.
I was like, I feel like
I'm
that's
actually
what it is,
currently
but it's
wearing a Matty I shirt. All right.
I was like, I feel like that's what it is, but I'm like, I just want to make sure. But no, you go ahead Sunday here. Talk
Yeah.
us through this one facing against Maddie on
Um.
Sunday.
So, DFW All Pro is where I started. Me and you
Okay.
talked about this.
Yep.
And they're doing Keller Mania. I think they have a string of shows going on. Uh, but I got the choice of who I wanted to face, and I decided to choose Maddie. Uh, I have a lot of respect for Maddie. I have tons of respect for Maddie. He's a guy that puts his body on the line 24/7. He does death matches. He's been in the match with. He's been in the ring with the Texas Chainsaw, Sky Dela
Oof.
Cremosa,
Okay.
and one of the best death matches I've seen, uh, that I've gotten to witness. And let me say that.
Got you. No, no problem.
Um, Maddie has a heart, but I'm gonna do what I do best, and that's break everybody's favorite toy. You know what I mean? Um, I like I said, it's all respect for Maddie, all respect because he's grinding and he's one of the new graduates from DFW All Pro, and I wish him the best. But there's a reason that they call me the Shining Truth, and there's a reason that I'm about to stomp Maddie out. You know what I'm saying? The I train is about to slow down once it meets the Shining Truth. You know what I'm saying?
There
But
you go. There you go.
it's gonna be a great night. You know, so if you
Got
if you
you.
could tune in and you could watch, you know what I'm saying? Watch him put a beating on Maddie and Wesley.
That's going to be again this weekend, a stacked weekend right there. It
Yeah.
begins Saturday at the Devil's Due for MPX, as it will be the first tower defense for Demo Diamond against Wesley Crane. And then the next day at Keller Mania there for DFW, you have Demo Diamond versus Matty I. But
Hmm.
it's from that now. I can
Yeah.
imagine the attitude changes. Again,
Yeah.
that hunger keeps going. Now it's even
Yeah.
a different mentality to prove why you are again not only the shining truth, but
That
currently
yeah.
holding that MPX championship. But now, like you
Hmm.
said, you might have gotten yourself in trouble by speaking a little too much on Saturday. I'm gonna force maybe a little more speaking
Oh,
here
okay. Okay.
because now I want to ask this because you are
Hmm.
a defending champion, you are a
Hmm.
fighting
Yeah.
champion.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to continue to prove
I
why
want to
you
fight
are
everybody.
the shining truth, but I want to get a little more specific here.
Okay.
Who are some people that you would want to face at MPX? Because, like we said, the champion wants to face the best talent out there.
Okay.
Again, we've seen a lot of amazing people walk through MPX. We've seen the likes of one Brick Savage. We've seen the likes of the Rascals. Someone you've already faced in Fuego del Sol. Hey, the boss man himself, Mr. Matthew Palmer.
I mean,
So
hey, look,
there's a
look. If Palmer wants to step in the ring again, there's video proof and footage of me, Sky High and Palmer. So we'll we'll kind of see. But nah, and I know he's gonna watch this back. So
oh, we're definitely clipping that part
yeah,
now. We got
hey,
to put it
look,
out there.
me and Palmer got, hey, wherever and whenever, you know what I'm saying? Um,
We're putting it out there again because the last time we put it out there and Palmer just he gave it a look of like okay,
hmm
we'll see about it.
yeah, yeah,
He's also he's doing some busy things right now. He
yeah.
had a
He,
busy
he has
weekend
his own
himself.
work. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't his guy just lose his title and everything? You know what I'm saying?
unfortunately, yeah, that did happen this
Exactly.
weekend.
Yeah,
They also broke someone's arm. It was a very busy weekend for Matthew
yeah,
Palmer.
yeah. He's
So
been a
I'm trying to get him on the show. Matthew Palmer, come talk to us on Respect the Craft. We're trying to get Matthew Palmer on here as well.
hey,
We'll see what
well,
he thinks. We want to see because we've asked you, we've talked to you about it. We got to get Matthew Palmer to see
hey,
does he want a challenge for this MPX title here?
hey, we'll see. But no, in terms of other talent that I want to
Yes.
face, I would love to face Danny O'Ryan. If you can't check him out, y'all should. One of the brightest up and coming stars in Texas in wrestling in general.
Okay.
Danny's been wrestling a little longer than me, and he's just amazing.
Gotcha.
Uh, the guy can work his ass off. So Danny O'Ryan. Let me see. Uh, I would throw Kaimi in there, my own brother.
Okay.
I feel like he's gotten shots, but it's about that time. There's a guy named Adam Green who keeps poking his nose in my business. He keeps commenting under my Facebook posts and stuff like that. So Adam Green. But in terms of bigger names, bigger names, I would love love, love to face the one and only Chris Bay. The art of
Okay.
finesse,
Okay.
huh?
Okay.
Let me get who else? Who else? Who else? You know, because we've seen Chris Bay here and there. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a Trey Miguel in there as well. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, there you go. Little rascal action. Little rascal action.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
Um, and then like I said, I still want this smoke. It's Myron Reed, the young goat.
Ah, okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So that,
He's
that
doing some things too. Like this weekend, I don't know if you saw him. Myron Reed's a little
yeah,
different now. So I don't know. I
yeah.
don't know.
We'll
It's
see
a
what
little
version.
worrisome now. It's a
Uh,
little worrisome now. Seeing what
hey,
could happen with the young goat. It was a nice time when I had him on here, but
yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen now with Myron Reed. We shall see.
We shall see.
We shall
Oh,
see.
and then we also could throw Fuego back in there because we you're right. We had a triple threat. I never got to go one on one with Fuego. So if he wants to do this and he wants to come back to my house, you know what I'm saying?
I just gotta be
Another,
careful with the DDT. The tornado DDT is
I've taken it.
it's
Yeah,
crazy.
trust me. I know. I know.
It's a crazy maneuver. So you gotta be careful here.
My
And here
my,
we go. We got
my
Reza in
sister.
the chat.
Yeah, my sister, big sis, right there. I,
Adam Green demo
I am
bullying
definitely
kids.
bullying kids. Have you not seen Dylan Cavens? I mean, that's a grown little man child. Come on, sis. You know me.
Oh man! Shout out to Reza though in the chat. No, I got to see Reza uh out here. Came to shout out to Pro Wrestling R.
Yeah.
So again, we gotta see you make your way over here to the East
Hey,
Coast as
look,
well.
I'm trying to get out there. I'm trying to make
We
moves.
gotta get you to the East Coast to do
Hey,
some things over
you
here.
got to build up a name to travel. You know what I'm saying? So I got to build up. Let me build up my stock. I got you though.
Oh, I got
I've been like to Georgia recently. I wrestled in Louisiana.
you. Okay.
I'm just trying to get out there. I'm just trying to
Got you. No,
make
it's
waves.
understood.
Make moves.
Gotta make your way, gotta make your waves. And again, you're doing your
Exactly.
thing. Like we said, now with that MPX title, now a little more waves are
Yeah,
being
yeah,
made.
yeah.
Now it's you're on this social media tour, you're on this podcast tour right now.
Hey, look.
Oh, the podcast row is the thing right now for you.
Hey, I think I've done four podcast four podcasts in the last week.
Oh man.
Hey, look. Hey, what they say? You gotta put your face out there
No.
for people to know who you are, right? So, I've been on a podcast tour. I think I got some stuff lined up in July, August. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, you gotta keep the ball rolling. Whether you
Oh,
know,
I hear you. I hear you. Definitely. I think we definitely would have done something last week. Unfortunately, again,
oh, it
Revolver
was a
Week kind
real.
of took up the whole week.
Hey,
So my apologies.
you
We
had a,
definitely
you had obligations, man. All right, get them
but
views. I see you. I see you.
oh man, but no, I was glad we could finally set something up for this week
Oh
here,
yeah.
and again rehash things, see how everything is going,
Oh, going
and
great.
again see that like we said the last time we spoke, we said could the next time we speak with some gold around your waist with some victories, and you've done
Mm,
both. You had that
exactly.
victory after we spoke. You have
Yep.
that championship now around your waist, so big things are happening here for the Shining Truth,
Hey, yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
it's just the beginning here, but as we continue here, now I do have a different question that I ask
Okay.
people. So I wanna get this to you, even though again, still young in your career, still big moments to come.
Yeah.
So far, if someone were to ask you that might not know who Demo Diamond is,
Hmm.
what would be a match so far that you would say defines your career?
Um. Mm, I have I have two. Recently, I have the one versus Exodus Prime, which is also on my YouTube channel, so
Okay.
you should go watch that. And then my match with Delin after my heel turn, which would be at DFW All Pro, training is forever. Uh, those two so far define my career. I
Got
will
you.
say. I will say.
Got you. Again, it's a little harder when it's still very young in the career. You're
Yeah,
still
yeah.
going through it here. But I love the idea because just to see again where the mentality is with everything, and
Hmm.
just again enjoying those moments, enjoying what it is that has been the career so far. You know,
Oh yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it. I mean, it's only 2 years so far, and I mean, like I said, I have a lot of room to grow, a lot of room to expand, and that's why Jamie Oller's a big part of this. You know what I mean? I have to have somebody that's in my ear, like, hey, this is where we need to work on. This is where how we get you to the next level. You know what I mean? And for a guy that's been in the business almost 20 years, 20 plus years, don't I might be aging him a little bit. Don't quote me, but
Hey, again,
but
we'll count it as just wrestling years.
yeah, why
Sometimes
not? Yeah, you know.
it's a few more. It's a few more added to it, just because sometimes wrestling does that to you. That you're just in this like, how long have I been in this now? Just yeah,
Exactly. See, you know.
it does it. It does it.
But no, yeah, having somebody like that and
Yep.
having their mentality and that mental definitely helps out because I don't know where I would be without it. You know what I mean?
Hey, again, it's already proven dividends here. This is why we have that new promo pick in the graphic right there, where you're holding that MPX championship right there. The mentality has grown. It's starting to change the attitude. It's changed
Yeah.
that just whole aura about you, and why we're
Hey,
gonna keep seeing where it grows with Demo Diamond here.
we gotta get better. We gotta get bigger. You know, we gotta get on the big shows. We gotta get on the revolvers. We gotta get on the Rev Pros. We gotta expand because this is a nonstop moving train. You know what I'm saying? Bullet
Gotcha.
train going straight through.
I was gonna say now that we talked about opponents, is that some of the goals there to start again branching out as well to the promotions like that? Like
Oh
again,
yeah,
you mentioned the revolvers, and I feel like again that's been the target place for a lot of people now. You're
yeah.
seeing the insane just insane cards and insanity the revolver is putting together. And you
Oh
never
yeah,
know what can happen. They're always giving those great opportunities. We saw the scramble they just did recently. Again, you never know. You never know who could pop up. And they've also done their fair share of shows in the Texas area. So you never know what can happen.
yeah.
You never know
Um,
what can happen.
I've gotten to be at some of those shows and seen some of the people that I'm close to work those shows, and I'm like, all right, I got to get there. That's like the next step. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
To not only get on there in Texas, but to get on there outside of Texas, to
gotcha.
be somebody that they're like, oh well, hey, we need you on the show, you know, or we want you on the show. You know what I mean? Like that. That's my level. You know that I want to get to at least right now, until we get to the bigger and brighters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, gotta make waves. Gotta make
No,
waves.
you got to. You got to. Again, it's all about putting yourself out there. And like I said, even from when the first time we spoke to now, just seeing that growth and seeing that journey.
Yeah.
I'm always someone, especially when I have someone on the podcast, I try to keep watching, keep supporting, especially because if I have you on it, I want to keep watching and seeing,
Yeah.
because I become fans of everyone that I've had on. And it's one of those where seeing that growth and seeing what you're doing with MPX and seeing what you're doing all around. Again, it's always awesome to see.
Man.
And it's one of those, like I said, you're still so young in your career too, that it's
21.
only. But I knew I forgot something, and it's one of
21.
those where it's like, oh no.
Yeah, you
You-
know it's crazy. After we talk, I began. Well, before that we talked, I was
yeah,
one of the youngest addicts champions, but I'm the first youngest two-time addicts champion, and I'm the second youngest MPX champion. Crazy history right there. Hey,
that the fact again that you're still, so it's 2 years of the career here
yeah.
at 21 years of age.
Hmm.
Between you and having Jackson Drake on here, I'm just like, again, at one point I was very young in this business. Now it's just like,
Yeah.
I feel old.
Hey, don't tell that.
Uh,
Don't tell that to Palmer. You know what I'm saying? Um,
oh man, no. Well, I'll bring it up again when I finally sit down with Palmer, because we're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make sure I bug him a few more times. Like, hey, you got to come on here.
hey,
We'll,
I'm
we'll
just
do
saying.
we'll do multiple MPX weeks just to get Palmer on.
Hey, definitely, we definitely should do some MPX weeks. You know what I
You
mean?
know what's horrible? I was supposed to do one. Um,
Oh no.
pulling the curtain back a little bit.
Uh,
I was supposed to do a whole MPX week. We
Yeah.
had a whole thing set
Lineup.
up of like who would be coming on.
Hmm.
I unfortunately get very sick and end up in the hospital.
Okay.
So it unfortunately never lined up that I could do the week.
Okay.
So it's gonna happen eventually. We are definitely
Hey,
gonna
we
plan
we, we
something.
definitely got to do
I
that.
get yeah.
We definitely got to do that.
No, we
Um.
definitely. You know what we'll do during that MPX week? Because again, like
Hmm.
you said, you aren't losing that title anytime
Yeah.
soon.
No
We'll make
time.
sure we get you and Mr. Aller on here as a duo. We'll get you
Oh,
both
bet. Yeah,
on
yeah. We
to
could
talk
definitely do that.
about whenever that week is, that next championship defense.
I
We'll do
got you.
that. We'll do
I
that. So
got
we'll
you.
do we'll do a part 3.
I'll make a phone call. You know, see if Jamie's all good and ready. We got
Yeah, yeah. We'll see if he again. I'll try to make sure I don't get you in any more trouble. I know he's not gonna like
exactly.
some of the questions. Again, we're trying to ask the questions that people want to hear. That's all, Mr.
Yeah,
Aller. Don't get too mad at us here. Again, we want to have you on eventually, Mr. Aller.
So
So
Jamie just has that old school mentality. You know,
you
it's
know, I
great. It's great. But, you know, I'm ready to throw hands whenever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to go. I mean, it got me in a little trouble because, I mean, not trouble. Not trouble.
again, it's nothing I feel like you can't handle. Again,
Yeah.
it's Wesley Crane, but like you said, this is a match. It's not only one of those where again it is a tough challenge, but it's something you've wanted as well.
Yeah.
This isn't one of those where it's like, oh, it's oh why did I get myself into this? It's like no,
Yeah.
this is something you've wanted, and it's a perfect time to just
Yeah.
happen now. Like
Iron sharpens iron. You know what I mean? And that's one of the best tests. And then I got to go beat up Matty I too. So
I,
you know, this weekend. Hey, look, I'm gonna message you. This weekend. I'm going 2-0, regardless.
there you go.
Regardless.
We're gonna see. Hopefully that
Regardless.
works out that way. Hopefully that
Two
works out that way.
2-0.
2-0 for the weekend.
Two and
It's not
zero.
gonna be all right for Matty all right there.
Yeah.
So,
No longer all right.
he ain't gonna be all right. But
Hey, see, look,
okay,
I'm sporting a Matty I shirt because I'm
there you
gonna
go.
beat him up in his
Okay.
own shirt. All right.
Oh man, look at that. See, this is I think statements like that might be why people aren't too fond of you at times. I feel like that's what it is. Again, we're cool. Like I said, we're gonna do a part 3. It's gonna be good. We're
Hey,
gonna speak
listen.
after the weekend. Like, hey, how'd it go? Is he alright? No, he's not. It's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
you know,
It's
I'm
all
gonna
good.
drop him on his head. You know, it's done. But you know, but hey, look, I have friends. All right, you know, Kari Wright. You know, he's my friend. You know, Riza. You know, she's my big sister. So it's a toss up sometimes. So, yeah, no, I have friends.
Okay.
But do they show up all the time? Not at all. But you know, it's all right. It's all right.
It's all good. It's all good. They'll be supporting from afar
Yeah,
at
from
times, but
afar. You know,
they'll be here. They'll be here. It's all good. It's all good. Sometimes
exactly.
they might not want to say just because of certain actions. Like, no, yeah, we know him. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. He did some things, but it's all good.
Some
But no,
association sometimes.
but no, again, man, we're gonna start wrapping this up because again, you're a
All
busy
right.
guy. Like I
Hey,
said,
yeah.
you're on this podcast row here. I saw the lineup. You got some big stuff coming up, but like I said, it
Yeah.
starts this weekend. It kicks off with the first huge tower defense, and then the next day, it's taking down Matty I in his own shirt right there. You at least
Hey,
you're showing the
listen.
support. You're
Showing
showing the
support,
support.
you know. I'm giving y'all his name before he gets buried. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You know?
Oh man! But before we let you go, I want to remind everyone, if they haven't already, make sure you're following Demo there on his social media. Follow him on Instagram right there, The Truth Demo. Follow him on X right there.
I'm glad you do this because
Yeah.
I don't remember half the time.
You know what's funny? I used to not. I used to just
Yeah,
have people
you asked me
plug.
the first time.
Yeah, I used to be like, "Hey, what's your social?" And then it's like, nope.
Yeah, bro. I blanked.
Luckily, Restream does it, and hey, we get to do this. So there you go. Make sure you follow them on X right there. Follow MPX as well on their social media right there. Follow MPX on Instagram right there. Follow
And
them
check out the
on X.
Twitch.
Definitely go support the Twitch because again, it's every Saturday, right?
Every
There's an event.
Saturday, best weekly show in Texas. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Definitely go check them out. Go support them right there because I get to see amazing talent and amazing shows. Again, it happens this Saturday with the Devil's Due. Again, that first defense for Demo Diamond.
Yes,
And it
sir.
continues this reign for whenever he feels like to pass it
I
on to
don't
the
never
next.
feel like dropping this title. You know, at this point, we might as well go like 3 years, and then I'll think about it. You know what I'm saying?
There you
You
go.
know,
We'll see. We'll see.
we'll see. We'll see.
By then we'll do part number 27. We'll be like, you feel like losing the title
No,
now?
no, 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 no. Yeah, no, yeah.
It's still good. We're still good.
Yeah.
But till then, Devo, thank you so much again for
No
joining us.
problem.
And
Thank
to
you.
everyone watching, please don't forget, as always, to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people. Respect the craft.